Hello guys and welcome to another review. Today is my birthday and of course all the big companies know when my birthday is. And many thanks to Cullmann, by the way, because Cullmann was so kind and sent me some of new speedlights from them, which are really nice. So a little story how I got all these flashes and how does it come that I do so much in photography. I bought my first DSLR in 2010. It was a Canon EOS 550D. Then I upgraded to 60D and 5D Mark II. And in 2010 I started to do nightclub photography and event photography. And therefore I needed a proper speedlight. So I got the Canon 430 AX and thereafter I got the 580 EX. And now after 7 years, the quality isn't that good anymore. They become a little bit lame and of course the performance is not the best anymore. So I had a meeting with Cullmann a couple of weeks ago and they were so kind and sent me a couple of these. So if you do wedding photography or you do nightclub photography, so you go in bars and clubs and taking photos of all these people, and so if you take photos of party basically, these things might be really important for you. So I got two speedlights here. These are the same. They are all from the same series called CUlight FR 60C. They are available for Sony, Canon and Nikon. And another cool thing that it might be important to you, so both speedlights, so they're basically the same, but I just have to show you a trigger function with this little guy here. They run with 4 AA batteries, so really nice. So if you run out of battery, just go to the next gas station and there you will find the proper batteries. So let's imagine you are a wedding photographer or you are an event photographer. And you know, it's always the same problem. You run out of battery at exactly the wrong time. So this little guy might be one of the better power packs for you. So basically you have one of these adapters that goes into that, or you have another adapter that you can use to split these things. So you can adjust two speedlights on here, and then you can basically run through the nightclub or on the wedding, put it around your belt, connect it to your speedlight, and you won't run out of battery, I promise. Another cool thing that might be important to you is the Trigger Kit 500C, which is a really nice tool because one of these triggers goes on top of your camera. Then you have a receiver as well that you can put like 50, 60 meters, yards away, whatever. And then you can trigger these flashes with your camera. It's really cool for taking portraits outside, and let's say you're far away and you're using a telephoto lens. So really cool. You can split these speedlights in several groups. You can say, okay, this group runs on ETTL, the other groups runs on manual mode, and you can set everything from that trigger, which is really nice. And for focusing, which is really important, is that you have a little infrared light on top. So if you take photos in the nightclub and your camera doesn't find the focus, you just press it, it focuses with the infrared light, there you go. So you have a little connection to that speedlight that runs that goes in here. Then you connect it to one of these adapters, and these adapters go in here. I will do now an unboxing, many thanks to Cullmann, and I will give you a brief overview about the quality itself. So it's a German brand, but they're made in China, but nevertheless the quality is really good. And of course we go to Frankfurt in one of these nightclubs, let's say Travolta or Gibson Club. So if you're in Frankfurt, you should check out both of them. And enjoy. If you have any questions, here's a big email address. You can send every question down here. And of course, below that video, you have space for so many comments. So enjoy this review and thanks for watching. So let's start with the unboxing. This is the FR60C. It's for Canon, and as I said, it's available for Sony and Nikon as well. It features Canon ETTL2. It runs on 2.4 GHz, and you can do any firmware updates via a micro USB cable, which is not included. Here's some other specs. We have a LCD dot matrix, so it's just a little monitor at the backside. It runs on 4 AA batteries, and if you need a fast sync time, it has a 1/8000 of a second, which is really nice. Here's some little features. You can turn the flash 360 degrees around, and you can follow them on Facebook as well. And perfect, that's basically the box. And let's continue with the content. So that is one of these flashlights. To be honest with you, it feels really good. If you're used to any Nikon or Canon speed lights, it has the same quality. So here's the little mount for the hot shoe. It's metal, and the build quality itself is pretty good. Here on the side, really easy to access, 4 AA batteries. They are not included, so I just put them in. And there you go, there's the little display, which is really nice. So I can do the test button here, and on the side, let me see, is a little micro USB port and an external connection to trigger this flash from your camera as well. So if you want to make use of the power pack that you can buy separately, you have a little port here to connect that cable. And of course, this flash can focus it on itself with this little infrared light. So really nice build quality overall. On and off button, really easy to access, and it's ready within 2 seconds. This is the box of the PP4500. The battery power pack is your equipment for the flashes. It has a lithium-ion battery, 4500 milliamperes, and it runs on 11.1 volt. On the back you have that little cover that shows that you have additionally the chargers included as well. You have 2 connections for the speed lights, and of course you can get rid of the lower one as well, or you can do with the little strap here, you can put it around your shoulder. Included in this box, as I said, is the little connection here to charge that device. Then you have here the power pack, which feels really good, to be honest. It's a solid material, and down here is the little strap, so you can put it around your shoulder or just let it carry by someone else. Here's the little power pack for you. You can get rid of the lower part as well by just pressing that little button. Then you can swipe it back in, and it's the battery itself. Here a little nice attachment for your belt or your jeans. You can put the shoulder strap in, and from the top you can connect more than one flash with the adapter cables if you wish to. If you press that little button here, it shows you from 1 to 4 dots how much is it already charged, and if one of these little red LEDs will flash, it will show you basically from which side you take the power. Yeah, and here both cables. They are important to plug that into here, or if you wish to connect more than one flash, you can basically just use this one here. And as shown from the back, how does it look like? It looks like that. The quality of these cables are really good. And as you can see, if you need more than one flash, you use this one, or if you need just one flash and you need more power, you just use that one here. So to make the full use out of this power pack with this adapter, you need another cable. Please make sure when you buy this to buy this for the proper model, either for Canon, Nikon or Sony. Then you attach this one into these plugs. You put this cable into that one, and this cable runs to your flash. And then you have this power pack as your main power source for the flash. So here's the box of the Trigger Kit 500C. As it says, it's a wireless flash trigger kit for Canon. Please make sure when you buy one of these, you buy it for the proper camera, either for Canon, Nikon or Sony. It features Canon ETTL2 and it runs with 2.4 gigahertz. On the back cover you have a little nice example how it will look like. This one goes on top of your camera, which is basically the transceiver, and this is the receiver that goes below your flash. In that box you will find the receiver, the transceiver or the trigger, and of course many cables with that big adapter as well. And I give you now a little overview about the build quality. Here you see the cable with the little adapter on top. Just plug it in here. The overall build quality is quite nice. So there are 3 cables in total. I don't know if you want to make use of them, but this one here might be another important cable for you, because this one here goes into your Canon plug, and then you can trigger your Canon camera with one of these transceivers. Here's the transceiver for your Canon camera. It's the RT500C, and as I said, it's available for Canon and Nikon as well. Here's the on and off button, and if you want to trigger the infrared light, here's on and off. On the side you have that big screen, so you can adjust any settings. So let's say Group A runs on ETTL, Group B runs on manual mode. On the side you have that little plug for a micro USB cable to do any firmware updates, and of course that connection goes into your camera to trigger your camera with the other transceiver. Down here is the little compartment for 2 AA batteries, and that's basically all the functions will be explained in a different video. On top you have another metal hot shoe, which is the same on the bottom. So additionally you can adjust, or you can mount another flash on top of here and trigger another flash which is more far away. Here's the other transceiver, really nice. It runs on 2 AA batteries as well. It has as well a hot shoe that is made of metal with that little attachment here, so you can easily attach it to any tripod. Here's the on and off button with that big screen at the back, and on top you have that metal hot shoe as well. Here you can have a test feature, and of course on the side is a micro USB port to do any firmware updates. Yeah, that was a little overview over the CUlight product by Cullmann. You find a link in the video description below that guides you directly to Cullmann and their product. Overall, the build quality of these products is really nice and second to none. Tonight we will do the video in the nightclub in Frankfurt with the CUlight, so it's a different video. This video was basically a little overview over the products that we will review in the near future. I will give you some more example videos where you can use those triggers, where you can make use of the flashlight. And thanks for watching. Any questions down there, and happy weekend. See you soon. Bye bye.